Hi friends, I come to you today on this very auspicious 4th of July. We have a lunar eclipse starting at midnight or thereafter, and it will cross the entire United States, this lunar eclipse. And it is auspicious because it is America's birthday. So very interesting the way the planets are aligned. And I'm not an astrologer, but I do follow it. I find it fascinating how, if you look at history, where the planets were at certain times in man's history, since we've been writing it down and taking note, there are certain planets that have been aligned during some really serious times. And at the time that we gained our independence was a particular alignment, and now on our 4th of July birthday, we have a very auspicious time with a lunar eclipse crossing the entire continent of the United States. Let's find out what the cards will lead us to through the Equine Realm. I have my Way of the Horse cards by Linda Kahanoff and Kim McElroy, and I also have my Colette Baron-Reid maps. At this time, in this strange time of the pandemic, I think the maps can help us, guide us in the direction. That's what maps is, the direction. I'm going to shuffle the cards. Cards advised. Ooh, lightning. What could that be? This one. Oh, I love this card. The Owl of Wisdom. So we have lightning and the Owl of Wisdom guiding the horse, or the two of them are together. We'll find out. We'll find out. And this card here keeps shouting at me. You'll notice the horses here in the clouds. So let's take a look and see what those cards are telling us. We'll start with the lightning, number 10. Lightning horse, flash of inspiration, glimpse of the next level, unmanifested possibility. As clouds obscure the moon and stars, a lightning horse illuminates the landscape and disappears into the night. Glimpse of the next level. What the stars are telling us is we are having a paradigm shift, a shift into the collective instead of the patriarchal singularity. Patriarchism wasn't always here. It only came in 2,000 plus years ago. We used to have mutual respect between men and women. And then the patriarchal system came in and oppressed women, people of color. So now, in this time of upheaval, you have to go through birthing pains. And we know labor is very painful, and so is birthing. And when you are rebirthing a society, a culture that is planet-wide, it's going to be a long, long labor. And that's what we're in. We're in the labor. So this is going to give us a glimpse of the next level. And let me tell you what the gifts are. The gift of this: inspiration surges like an electric current through your body, flashing hints of clarity to come. The challenge: when the imagination stirs, new ideas burst into consciousness, carrying tremendous energy. Yet these brief glimpses of potential can be hard to hang on to, taking significant effort and dedication to manifest. Boy, I can speak to that. When I get an inspiration, I actually have a notepad in my bathroom because I tend to get thoughts of inspiration while I'm brushing my teeth or just going about my regular day-to-day things. I'll have an idea. So I've learned to put a pad of paper next to my bed, a pad of paper in the bathroom with a pen. Everybody's got a pen on the pad of paper in my office, because I'm always coming up with ideas, those glimpses of something that I need to act on. And if I don't write it down, I'll forget it. It's like your dreams. If you don't write them down, you'll forget them. So I'm real cautious or conscious. I'm conscious that I need to write those ideas down. So when you get a glimpse of the next level of who you need to be to help usher in the new paradigm of collectiveness, inclusivity, compassion, love for one another. We are not separate peoples. We are one peoples on one planet. Let's start acting like it. So when you get an inspiration of something to do, write it down so you don't forget. That lightning horse will flash for you. All right, the next card. Oh, I love this card. It's so gorgeous. Thank you, Kim McElroy, for your beautiful art. This owl and the horse. Well, we know the owl is the wisdom. The horse is our subconscious, our courage, our power. So let's take a look and see. Moonlight's embrace. Keeping the heart open, the courage to be vulnerable, holding the sacred space of possibility. Wisdom and power join forces as an owl swoops down to help a virile white horse navigate the darkness. Because you know, the owls can see in the dark, the horses can see in the dark, but the two together can see everything. That's what this card tells me. They can see everything. So what does that tell for us? How can we see everything? Well, we tend to be walking in our lives with a veil. And so we get glimpses. Okay. The gift, opening the heart to life's mysteries, allows us to experience the beauty behind the pain. And aren't we all in pain right now? Collectively, in different ways. Try to keep that in mind when you're dealing with other people and snotty people and haters. Boy, that's a tough one for me. I got a lot of haters, and I have to remember to look beyond the hater and recognize the pain that they're dealing with and the beauty of the individual that is expressing the hate. Because I know they came from source, and their true nature is not to hate. They have pain, unfulfilled dreams, jealousy, anger, sorrow, grief, pain. And for them to express it is in their hateful way sometimes. And if we can look past that and recognize its pain, and then look deeper and see the beauty of the human being who is in pain, now we can forgive them. So the challenge of this is vulnerability is one of the most difficult feelings for the human ego to handle. Oh, and the haters, they do hide that. They hide their vulnerability through their venom. Letting go of our defenses takes humility, awareness, and tremendous courage. You must be humble and aware of the pain that others are carrying so that you can see their beauty and reach out your hand to them and help them. We're going to get through this. We just have to do it together. We can't be separate. All right, and the last card. What does this mean? The horses in the clouds. Out of body. Ooh, disassociation. Interesting. Oh, and I just said dissociation, and it reads out of body, transcendent dissociation, surviving or thriving. 3 gray horses head for the hills and leap into the clouds. Are they gaining a higher perspective or disconnecting from reality? Oh, that's so fascinating. The gift? The ability to transcend normal awareness allows you to integrate paradox and to access innovative states of mind. That's beautiful. The challenge, sometimes dissociating from sensation and emotion, is more about surviving than thriving. Habitually floating above uncomfortable situations can lead to disempowerment. So be careful in these challenging times to not dissociate from yourself, but embrace the now, the moment, right now. Put your arms around it and give it a good squeeze. Through pain, we can transmute that with love when we embrace it and integrate it. It's like the old story of the coal and the diamond. Through the heat and the pressure on the coal comes the diamond. Be careful. Jump into that stepping aside or getting in the clouds so that you can see the bigger picture. But try to avoid dissociating, separating yourself. Maintain yourself in the observer. Don't dissociate to escape from the pain. Be the observer. Do not separate yourself. So with these cards, let's see what Colette Baron Reed, through the maps cards, has to say. I'm just going to pull cards until I'm told to stop. Just shuffling the cards. Gentle gardener. Oh, isn't that sweet? I love this. The beautiful spirit of nature, Mother Nature, talking about gentle gardener. Oh, and this card is sticking out. It wants to be pulled. Field of Dreams. Oh, I love that. And then this card is asking. And commitment. Oh, interesting. Commitment. And that looks like there's a love relationship there. But in keeping with the paradigm shift, because we've asked Spirit, we've asked the Equine Realm to tell us, show us, guide us today in this lunar eclipse, this auspicious day of 4th of July for the United States. God, give us guidance, give us wisdom, show us what we need to know and where you think we should go in our spirit, in our heart, in our minds. So the gentle gardener, let's read about Mother Nature and what does she want for us. The gentle gardener, be your own person, be a conscious co-creator. So interesting. We're talking about the collective and growing together, but this is also saying be your own person. You must still be your own person because you have your own individual gifts. You can co-create with others, with the collective being all of us as humans. But be your own person. Bring your individuality to this time, to your moment of being. The gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibility and you will see miracles unfold. The gentle gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty. Mind your thoughts, because thoughts become things. And your mind is your garden. So interesting. I didn't pick up on that until I read it. But what this is saying is tend to your mind, the garden of your mind. What are you thinking? tend to your thoughts, because what you're thinking is what you're creating, right? Okay, Field of Dreams. That's an awesome card. Field of Dreams. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are always engaging the vast field of pure potential. Well, this just ties right in. This is the perfect time to harness the field of vast potential not yet realized in your life. Great abundance is yours if you're willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you, Equine Realm. Thank you, Universe, Source, Creator, God. This is so much fun. I love it when it just continues to evolve and wrap around. I just love that. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed upon you by the greater world, which has its own story to tell. You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to a great harvest to be shared with others. You will reap what you have sown. Dream big, dream beautiful, take action, and tend to the garden of your life and experience the extraordinary. Oh, isn't this just fabulous? And let's look at 36, commitment. Now, we would think this is in relationship because they've got hands holding, but let's see what it says. A true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. Well, you all know what my commitment is. My commitment is to shift the paradigm of the horse industry to one without using devices, fear, food, and pain to control, but instead to develop the relationship with the horse in this domestic world that the horse wants from us. But that's my story. You all know my story. So let's read what it says. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. Oh, I believe that indeed. The commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember that your partnership with Spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. And weren't we talking about helping others as well? So being true, committing to yourself, that will usher in that higher self where you can help others. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'll continue doing more readings so long as you would like them. Leave comments in the YouTube and Instagram, and you can find me on Facebook, Holistic Horse Trainer, and you can go to my website, holistichorsetrainer.com, watch free horse training videos, how to train using holistic methods without fear, force, pain, or food. Thank you.